Debi Silber, the Mojo Coach. So this week I want to talk about the power of asking. Here's what so many of my clients do, and I have to admit I'm guilty of this too. We are great at helping everybody else and giving and serving and helping. And that's great. But when it comes time for us, when we need something, what do? Oh, I'll do it myself. Oh, I can't ask them. Oh, they're too busy. And we don't ask. Well, here's the thing. This is our issue and something that we really need to work on. You know how, first of all, I want to put a whole different spin on this. You know when you help, how great it feels to really be able to help someone and to give them something that they needed, or really help them, understand something that was confusing for them, or just help them in a time of need, even whether it's something, that you may think is little or small or insignificant, but to them may have been huge. Maybe it was something that they were really struggling with for a long time, or something that they just didn't have the answer to, or something that, because you see things from a different perspective, it's just a no-brainer. It's so easy for you to see, right? And then remember that feeling you had? Think of how you felt once you were able to help that person. You felt great. You felt like you were on top of the world. Look at the great thing I did. Well, when you don't ask, what you're doing is you're depriving that person of being able to help you. You're really ripping them off, because they want to help you. People really, really want to help. And when you, and the thing is also, if you need something, you have no idea what someone's resources are, what's available to them, or how differently they may see something. So just as in the example I used before, where something for you is like a no-brainer, it's obvious, well, that may be the same thing for them. So can you imagine, here you were possibly struggling with something for, I don't know, days, weeks, months, maybe even years, where you just finally got up the courage to ask, and someone within minutes was like, oh, of course, and there's your answer. Now, how do you do this? You just ask. Now, what's the reason why we don't? Fear. Fear's behind almost everything, right? But I want you to take a look at it and say, what is the absolute worst thing that can happen? The worst thing. The person can say, I can't help you. Sorry, right? Are you any worse off than before? No, but potentially, can you be years past where you were because you asked? And the answer is yes. So take a look at what's preventing you from asking. Maybe you've been rejected, somehow in the past, and maybe that's sort of creating, the reason why you don't want to ask now. But that was then. And then just sort of move forward and say, you know what, this is now. The worst thing that can happen is they say, sorry, I can't help you. But the best thing that can happen is, number one, you get what you need, whether it's information, whether it's what, a thing, a thought, feeling, a behavior, a product, a service, whatever. But what you've also done is you've given that person an opportunity to feel as good as how you feel when you so often give to everybody else. So stop ripping people off, let them help you. People really want to help. It makes them feel good. And if they have the resources and the ideas that you don't have access to, well, you know what? You never know if you don't ask. So I encourage you to start small if it's uncomfortable. Ask for something little, an idea, a thought, whatever, and see what comes back and get a little more comfortable with the idea of asking. So hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.